Let me ask you something, and I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. How many times have you let someone else's words, just a few carelessly spoken syllables, completely ruin your entire day? How often have you allowed another person's storm cloud of negativity to drift over you, to block out your sun, and to drain every last drop of your happiness? Think about it. How many nights have you gone to bed, the darkness of your room amplifying the frustration in your soul, replaying the same painful situation over and over in your mind, the words echoing in the silence, wishing you had responded differently, wishing you were stronger, just wishing they had treated you better? Well, I am here to tell you this, and I need you to let this sink deep into your core. Your peace belongs to you. Your happiness is a fortress, and you are its sole guardian. It is yours to protect, and no one, absolutely no one, has the right to breach those walls and take that away from you. But here's the reality, the raw, unfiltered truth of the world we live in. People will test you, they will disrespect you, they will challenge your patience, and they will deliberately push your buttons. That's just life. You can't control what they do, you can't control the stones they throw. But what you can control, what is always in your power, is what you allow to bother you. So today, right now, in this very moment, I'm going to show you how to walk through life untouchable. I'm going to give you the keys to move with such profound confidence, such unshakable peace, that no one, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, can ever shake you again. If you're ready to build that inner fortress, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this is a journey you don't want to miss. You see, most people go through life believing emotions just happen to them. They see them like the weather, unpredictable, uncontrollable, inevitable. A sudden hurricane of anger, a flash flood of sadness, a thick fog of frustration they can't see their way out of. But here's the truth. A truth so powerful, it will change the very fabric of your reality. Emotions aren't random storms that hit you out of nowhere. They are reactions, and reactions, my friend, can be controlled. Think about it. Picture this scene. Two people can experience the exact same situation and respond in completely different ways. Someone cuts you off in traffic, swerving into your lane without a signal. One person explodes with road rage, their face turning red, their knuckles white on the steering wheel, laying on the horn and screaming words that will only poison their own heart. Another person in the exact same spot keeps driving, completely unfazed. Maybe they take a deep breath. Maybe they even chuckle at the absurdity of it all. The difference isn't in the situation, it's in the person. And that difference, that superpower, is self-control. The moment you realize you have power over how you feel, the moment you understand that your inner world does not have to be a reflection of the outer chaos, you take back control in a way most people never will. You stop being a puppet to circumstances, your strings pulled by every passing comment, every thoughtless action, every bit of negativity. And you start becoming the master of your own mind, the king or queen of your inner kingdom. When someone disrespects you, your first instinct, that fiery primal impulse, might be to snap back, to put them in their place, to show them with the force of your words that they can't talk to you that way. But stop. For just one powerful second, I need you to pause and ask yourself, what do you gain from that reaction? What do you truly win? In most cases, in almost every case, responding emotionally only gives them exactly what they wanted: your attention, your energy, your peace. The person who upset you walks away with a smirk, knowing they had the power to control your mood. They got under your skin, planted a seed of bitterness, and now you're the one carrying around that frustration while they move on with their day, not giving you a second thought. Is that really the kind of power you want to hand over to someone else? Because every time you react in anger, that's exactly what you're doing. You're putting your emotions, the very core of your well-being, into someone else's hands. And let me be clear, that's not power. That's not strength. That's weakness. disguised as control. Real power is restraint. True strength is knowing that just because someone tries to provoke you, it doesn't mean you have to take the bait. Imagine someone standing in front of you, their entire mission being to get a reaction from you. They're throwing insults like daggers, questioning your character, doing everything they can to push your buttons, waiting, praying for you to break. Now imagine looking them directly in the eye and staying completely, utterly calm. Imagine a gentle smile playing on your lips. You give a slow nod and you simply walk away. Do you realize how powerful that is? Do you know how utterly frustrating it is for someone who thrives on drama to see you refuse to engage? It's like a fire with no fuel. It has nowhere to go. It just burns out instantly. That's what self-control looks like. That's what true power feels like. This isn't about ignoring your emotions or pretending nothing bothers you. It's about understanding that you are always in control of how you respond. There's a powerful saying, "He who angers you controls you." Let that sink in. If someone can make you mad just by saying a few words, if they can ruin your day by doing something you don't like, then who really holds the power in that dynamic? It's not you, it's them. They dictate your mood, they control your peace. And the worst part? They probably don't even care. They go home, they eat dinner, they sleep peacefully, while you sit there wide awake replaying the moment over and over, fueling your own frustration, letting it ruin your day, maybe even your entire week. If this is resonating with you, comment, "I am in control" down below right now. You deserve better than that. You deserve peace. And the only way to protect it, the only way to build that fortress, is to decide right now, in this moment, that no one will ever have that kind of control over you again. No words, no actions, no disrespect will ever make you lose yourself. This isn't about being passive, let me be absolutely clear about that. This is not about letting people walk all over you. It's about recognizing a profound truth that will change your life. Your energy is sacred. Imagine you had $1,000 in your pocket and a complete stranger walked up to you demanding $500 just because they felt like it. Would you just hand it over? Of course not. You'd protect what's yours. So why should your peace, your happiness, and your mental stability be any different? They are infinitely more valuable than any amount of money. Every single time you let someone pull you into their vortex of negativity, you're not just getting upset, you're letting them commit theft. You're giving away something priceless. You're letting them take a piece of you, a piece of your very soul. And the truth is, most people who try to provoke a reaction aren't worth it. Their opinions don't define you. Their negativity isn't your burden to carry. Their drama, that swirling storm of chaos they live in, that's their problem, not yours. If you believe your energy is sacred, type sacred in the comments below. The people who master their emotions are the ones who truly win in life. They are the chess grandmasters on a board where everyone else is just playing checkers. They stay focused while everyone else is distracted by the noise. They make smart, calculated decisions while others act on raw, unfiltered impulse. They move through life with a deep internal strength that no one, not critics, not haters, not any force of negativity can ever take away. Think about the greatest leaders, the most successful people you admire. You never see them getting emotional over small, petty things. They simply don't have time for it. They understand that every second spent on negativity is a second lost on building their empire, on achieving their purpose, on becoming who they were meant to be. And if you want to reach your highest potential, you have to start thinking the exact same way. You have to stop giving emotional discounts to people who haven't earned a place in your mind. Not everything deserves your reaction. Not everything deserves your energy. Protect it like it's the most valuable thing you own, because it is. Here's something to remember, something to write down and look at every single day. Your emotions don't belong to anyone but you. You decide how you feel. You decide whether something is worth your time. You decide whether you're going to let an external event determine your internal peace. That's real freedom. That's real control. And the best part? It gets easier with practice. The first time you choose to pause before reacting, to take a deep breath before speaking, to think before getting angry, it might feel difficult, even unnatural. But it's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And one day you'll look back and realize that the things that used to bother you, the people who used to get under your skin so easily, the situations that used to steal your joy, they don't have that power anymore. Why? Because you took it back. If you want to see real, tangible change in your life, start right here. Start by mastering yourself. Start by refusing to let anyone, ever again, shake your peace. When you control your emotions, you control your future. You control how you move through the world, and you show others, not with words, but through your actions, through your very presence, that you are not easily shaken. That is what makes you untouchable. That is what makes you powerful, and that is what will set you apart in life. So from this moment forward, make this decision with me. Say it out loud. I control my emotions, I control my energy, and no one, no matter who they are or what they say, will ever take that power away from me again. Most people believe that power is in words, in being the loudest voice in the room, in making sure everyone knows exactly how they feel. But let me tell you something. A secret the truly powerful have always known. Real power, true power, is in silence. It's in the profound ability to hold back when the world expects you to react. It's in knowing that not every battle is worth fighting, not every insult needs a response, and not every fool deserves your attention. In a world screaming for attention, silence is a rebellion. Silence is not weakness. Silence is not submission. Silence is the ultimate display of self-control. It shows that you are so secure in yourself, so confident in who you are, that you don't need to explain, defend, or argue. You simply let your actions, your presence, and your results speak for you. There's a reason why the most dangerous people in the world are often the quietest. The ones who don't flinch, who don't react, who don't let emotions dictate their moves. Those are the people you don't want to underestimate, because when you're silent, you become unpredictable, and unpredictability is power. If people always know how to push your buttons, if they know exactly how you'll react, then they own you. They can control your emotions like a puppet on a string. But when you embrace silence, when you learn to sit in your own powerful stillness, suddenly they don't know what you're thinking. They don't know if you're mad, if you're calm, if you're planning your next move. And that kind of uncertainty, that's where true power lives. Think about the last time someone tried to argue with you, tried to drag you into their negativity, tried to get a rise out of you. Now imagine if instead of engaging, instead of getting pulled into their drama, you just looked at them, maybe offered a small, knowing smile, and walked away. Do you know how utterly frustrating that is for someone who thrives on conflict? It destroys them. Because people who seek to provoke you, who want to steal your peace, need your reaction. That's their fuel. It's what gives them power. But when you give them nothing, not a word, not an emotion, not a single sign that they've affected you, you strip them of their control. You take their power away and you keep yours. Silence is the greatest response to nonsense. In a world where everyone is quick to speak, quick to argue, quick to prove a point, the person who can stay quiet holds all the power. Because words lose their meaning when they're thrown around carelessly. Everyone is talking, but few are listening. When you choose silence over senseless debate, you elevate yourself. You show that your energy is too valuable to be wasted on conversations that don't lead anywhere. You show that you operate on a different level, one of control, one of wisdom, one of restraint. And that is what sets you apart from the crowd. There is a time to speak, but there is also a time to withhold. Not every thought needs to be spoken. Some of the most powerful moves in history have been made in silence. A look, a pause, a refusal to engage. The world has been shaped not just by those who spoke, but by those who knew when not to speak. Sometimes the smartest response is silence, because silence forces people to reflect, to wonder, and to sit with the echo of their own words instead of feeding off yours. Those who constantly speak, who never pause to think, are the easiest to manipulate. Their need to be heard makes them predictable, but the one who stays quiet, who observes, who doesn't react, that person is dangerous in the best way. They are unreadable. They hold the upper hand in every situation. While others are busy talking, they are observing. While others are arguing, they are strategizing. While others are caught up in the moment, they are already 5 steps ahead. And that is what makes them powerful. Silence is discipline. It takes incredible strength to hold your tongue when you know you could win an argument. It takes profound self-control to walk away when someone is trying to provoke you. But every time you choose silence over reaction, you prove to yourself that you are in control. You are not ruled by impulse. You are not owned by your emotions. You move on your own terms. And let me tell you, there is no greater advantage in life than that. Because when you control yourself, nothing and no one can control you. That is a level of freedom most people never reach. But if you learn to master silence, you will have it. The most powerful people in the world don't announce every thought, every plan, every emotion. They move quietly. They let their success, their actions, and their results do the talking. And that's exactly what you need to do. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't matter. Stop arguing with those who refuse to understand. Stop wasting your precious energy on people who don't deserve your time. Let your silence speak for you. Let your discipline make the statement. Let your presence alone be enough. So the next time someone disrespects you, the next time someone tries to bait you into anger, the next time someone expects a reaction, be still, just smile, just walk away, because in that moment, you've already won. And when you make silence your strength, nothing and no one can shake you. People will come at you with negativity. They will throw their opinions, their criticisms, their insecurities, and their frustrations your way. Some will do it intentionally, trying to bring you down to their level. Others will do it unknowingly, projecting their own pain onto you because they haven't dealt with it themselves. But no matter the source, you have a choice. Will you absorb it, let it sink into your mind and poison your self-worth? Or will you recognize it for what it is? Their storm, not yours, and let it pass through you like the wind. The difference between those who remain unshaken and those who crumble under pressure is simple. They don't take things personally. They understand the source but refuse to absorb the negativity. When someone insults you, criticizes you, or tries to bring you down, your instinct is to react, to defend, to feel hurt. But take a step back and ask yourself, where is this coming from? 9 times out of 10, it's not even about you. It's about them, their struggles, their frustrations, their insecurities. People who are truly at peace, who are genuinely happy, don't go around attacking others. They don't need to. Only hurt people try to hurt people. Only insecure people try to make others feel small. When you truly understand that, their words lose their weight. You stop holding on to emotions that were never yours to begin with. Imagine someone walks up to you and hands you a sealed bag full of garbage. You have 2 choices. You can take it, hold on to it, and carry it with you all day, letting the smell and the weight ruin your mood. Or you can look at it, recognize it for what it is, and simply refuse to accept it. That's exactly how negativity works. When someone tries to dump their bitterness, their anger, their pain onto you, you don't have to take it. You can acknowledge it, see it for what it is, but you do not have to let it become a part of you. You don't have to absorb it. That is a choice only you can make. One of the most valuable skills you can develop is emotional detachment, not from people, but from their negativity. It doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean you are cold or unfeeling. It means you refuse to be a sponge for other people's toxic energy. You refuse to let their mood dictate yours. Because if you let every rude comment, every disagreement, and every negative interaction affect you, you will never have peace. You will always be at the mercy of someone else's emotions. And that is not a way to live. That is giving away your power, and your power is far too valuable to hand over so easily. When someone criticizes you, don't let yourself react instantly with hurt or anger. Pause and analyze. Does this come from a place of truth, or is it rooted in their own problems? Is it constructive criticism meant to help you, or just an attempt to tear you down? If there's value in it, take the lesson and discard the rest. But if it's pure negativity, why give it space in your mind? Why allow their distorted perception of you to shape how you see yourself? Not every opinion about you deserves your attention. Think of a mighty mountain. Storms may come, winds may howl, and rain may pour, but the mountain doesn't move. It doesn't tremble. It stands firm, its peak reaching for the heavens, grounded in its own unshakable strength. Be that mountain. Let whatever chaos people bring into your life pass right by. Let their bitterness, their bad moods, their negativity flow around you like water, because in the end, you are not responsible for their emotions. And that awareness is what sets you free. The ones who live in constant stress are the ones who absorb everything. They take on the weight of other people's words, and over time, it drains them. But those who understand without absorbing move through life with a powerful ease. They don't hold on to unnecessary baggage. They choose peace every single time, and that makes them unstoppable. This doesn't mean you become numb. It means you become selective. You learn to see what deserves your energy and what doesn't. Anything rooted in jealousy, insecurity, or bitterness is not yours to carry. Let it pass. Let it go. Let it slide off you like rain off a rooftop. Because the second you stop letting negativity in, the second you stop making other people's problems your reality, you become untouchable. You become free. So the next time someone tries to pull you down, don't react. Just observe, recognize their pain, but don't let it become yours. Their negativity belongs to them, not to you. You are here to rise, to grow, to protect your energy at all costs. Because once you master that, nothing and no one can ever shake you again. Your peace is your power. It is the foundation of your clarity, your focus, your strength. Without it, you are vulnerable, easily rattled, easily controlled. But when you guard your peace like the most valuable thing you own, nothing can break you. No person, no situation, no negativity can disrupt the fortress of strength you've built inside. Because peace is not something handed to you. It is something you create, something you protect. And if you don't fight for it, the world will take it from you. Every single day, people will test you. They will try to pull you into their stress, their chaos, their drama. But you always have a choice: to engage or to walk away, to absorb or to release, to fight meaningless battles or to rise above them. Someone who is constantly negative cannot stand to see someone who is calm, centered, and in control. Your peace is a mirror reflecting what they don't have. And instead of fixing themselves, they will try to shake you. They will throw negativity your way, hoping you'll react. But the second you take the bait, they win. They take a piece of your peace. This is why you must guard your peace like it's sacred. Treat it as something priceless, something that is not for sale, something that not just anyone can touch. Imagine you are a king or queen sitting on a throne. Outside the castle walls, people are yelling, fighting, and arguing, trying to get your attention. You could leave your throne, step outside and argue with them, but by doing so, you lower yourself to their level. You abandon your position of power. Or you could stay seated, unmoved and unshaken, refusing to engage. A ruler does not argue with peasants. A king does not explain himself to every voice in the crowd. A queen does not let the noise outside her castle dictate her peace inside. That is how you must treat your life. You do not lower yourself to meet negativity. You rise above it. Protecting your peace means learning to say no. No to unnecessary drama. No to toxic conversations. No to people who drain you instead of elevating you. People will talk. They will misunderstand you, criticize you, and create their own version of you in their minds. And you know what? Let them. Their perception of you is not your responsibility. Their opinion does not define your reality. The moment you start living for other people's approval is the moment you lose yourself. This is not about being passive. It is about being intentional. It is about choosing your battles wisely. The greatest threat to your peace is attachment, to people, to opinions, to situations that no longer serve you. The key to protecting your peace is detachment. Not from love or purpose, but from unnecessary stress and unworthy battles. You must be willing to walk away from anything that disrupts your spirit. The more you detach from what does not serve you, the lighter you become and the freer you are to focus on what truly matters: your growth, your purpose, your happiness. So protect your peace. Guard it like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Your peace is your foundation, your anchor. And once you master the art of protecting it, you will step into a level of power that most people never reach. Because a person who is at peace, a person who is unmoved by negativity, a person who refuses to be shaken by the chaos around them, that person is unstoppable. If you've made it this far, please share this video with one person who needs to hear this message. Let's spread this power. Distractions are everywhere. They are the silent assassins of greatness, the subtle thieves of destiny. Every single day, the world will throw something at you, something designed to pull you away from your goals. It could be the poison of negativity from others. It could be the whisper of self-doubt creeping into your mind. Or it could be the siren's call of comfort and procrastination, begging you to just take it easy for one more day. But if you let those distractions win, if you allow yourself to be pulled away from your purpose, you will wake up one day, 1 year from now, 10 years from now, and realize with a hollow ache in your soul that you wasted time. And let me tell you something you already know, but need to feel deep in your bones. Time is the one thing you can't afford to waste. Once a second is gone, it's gone forever. That's why staying focused on your purpose is not just an option, it is a necessity for survival. Most people don't fail because they aren't talented or capable. They fail because they lose focus. They start out as a roaring fire, full of ambition and drive, but along the way they let the outside voices, the critics and the doubters, become a relentless rain that dampens their flame. They let temporary setbacks discourage them. They let fear wrap its icy fingers around their heart and convince them that maybe they are not good enough. Maybe they should quit. Maybe they should just take the easier, more crowded route instead. And before they know it, their magnificent dreams have become nothing more than ghosts, ideas they once had, goals they once set, but nothing they ever had the courage to accomplish. Why? Because they allowed distraction to steal their destiny. But that does not have to be your story. You don't have to live with the heavy cloak of regret. You can choose, right now, to lock in, to build a fortress around your focus, to block out the noise, and to commit fully, unapologetically, to the purpose that was placed in you. Your purpose is not for everyone to understand. Not everyone will support you. Not everyone will see your vision, and that's okay. Your purpose wasn't given to them, it was given to you. The problem is, too many people spend more time trying to explain their dreams to small-minded people than actually working on them. They waste precious energy trying to convince people who will never understand, instead of focusing on proving themselves through action. Let me tell you, success is the only explanation you will ever need. When you succeed, when you win, when you make it, that is your answer. That is your proof. So stop seeking validation. Stop looking for approval. Stop waiting for the world to clap for you. Stay focused on your purpose and let your results do the talking. If you are committed to your purpose, comment "locked in" below. Discipline is the foundation of focus. Motivation is a spark. It's exciting, it's bright, but it will come and go. Discipline is the engine. It's the unwavering commitment you make to your future self. Some days you will feel unstoppable, like you could conquer the world. Other days you will feel exhausted, unmotivated, even defeated. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is simple. The ones who succeed show up anyway. They work when they don't feel like it. They push through when things get hard. They remind themselves why they started and refuse to let temporary emotions dictate their long-term destiny. You can't wait to feel like doing it. You have to build the discipline to stay committed no matter how you feel, because your feelings are temporary, but your purpose, that is forever. There will be obstacles, there will be failures, there will be moments when you question everything. That's part of the journey. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has faced setbacks. Every successful person has failed, often spectacularly. But the difference is they didn't let failure define them. They used every setback as a setup for a comeback. When things don't go as planned, don't you dare quit. Don't you dare start doubting yourself. Instead, you adjust, you learn from it, you grow from it, but you never ever lose focus, because the only real failure is quitting, and as long as you keep going, you are still in the game. People will try to pull you off track. Some will do it intentionally because your success is a painful reminder of their own inaction. Others will do it unknowingly, distracting you with meaningless drama and opinions that add nothing to your progress. And then there's the biggest distraction of all, yourself. Your own mind will try to play tricks on you. Fear, doubt, and insecurity will whisper that you aren't ready, that you should wait. But that is a lie. You are more than capable, and you don't have time to entertain distractions, because while you're hesitating, someone else is out there working. Someone else is getting ahead. Stop chasing everything and start mastering one thing. Real success comes from focus. Pick a path, commit, and dominate. Your purpose is your responsibility. No one is going to do it for you. If you want it, you have to go get it, even when no one is watching, even when no one is clapping. And to truly focus, you must first be free. Holding on to pain, anger, or resentment is like carrying a heavy weight on your back while trying to move forward. You can't run at full speed. You can't climb to new heights. You can't reach your full potential because that weight is slowing you down, draining you, and keeping you stuck in a past that no longer serves you. But the moment you let go, the moment you release what's been weighing you down, that's when you become free. Letting go isn't weakness, it's the ultimate act of strength. It's choosing your peace over your pride. It's refusing to let the pain from yesterday steal the joy from today. Too many people hold on to things that no longer serve them. A grudge, a past mistake, a toxic relationship. They are stuck because of their attachment to what went wrong. You cannot receive new blessings with clenched fists. You cannot grab hold of your future if you're still gripping onto your past. Sometimes the hardest thing to let go of is people. People you loved, people you trusted, people who were once a part of your life but no longer align with where you're going. And it hurts. It hurts to accept that some people are lessons, not lifelong companions, but keeping someone in your life out of attachment only leads to more suffering. Letting go is an act of faith. Faith that what's ahead is better than what's behind. And listen to me on this. Some of you are waiting for closure before you let go. You don't need an apology to heal. You don't need validation to move on. Closure is not something someone else gives you, it's something you create for yourself. Stop holding your peace hostage to someone else's actions. Choose to let go. Choose to move on. Choose to be free. If you are choosing to be free today, type "I am free" in the comments. This brings me to my next point. There will come a time when you are tested. Someone will disrespect you, betray you, or try to make you feel small. In that moment, you can react with anger, or you can rise above it. You can choose to be the bigger person. And being the bigger person is not about being weak. It's about a strength so profound, a self-restraint so powerful, that you refuse to let them dictate your character. Real power comes from restraint. The moment you stoop to their level, they win. Don't give them that power. Being the bigger person means you understand that not every battle is worth fighting. It means you respond with grace, even when you were right. It means you know your value is great enough to simply walk away from battles that are not worth fighting. The best revenge is not arguing, not clapping back. It's just winning, just thriving, just showing them that no matter what they throw your way, you are still moving forward. Finally, understand this. Your environment shapes you more than you realize. The people you talk to, the conversations you entertain, the energy you allow into your space, it all affects you. You might think you're strong enough to handle negativity, but over time, it seeps in, it drains you, it shifts your mindset. You must be intentional about surrounding yourself with positivity. The wrong people can destroy your peace and your dreams, but the right people can elevate you, push you forward, and remind you of who you really are when you start to forget. Look around you. Do the people in your circle uplift you, or do they complain and pull you into negativity? You become what you surround yourself with. You can't afford to keep people in your life just because of history. Some people are comfortable in negativity, and if you let them, they will pull you into their storm. It's not just people. It's everything you consume, the books you read, the social media you scroll through. Be mindful of it. Fill yourself with things that remind you of your power, your strength, your limitless potential. Distance yourself from anyone who constantly brings negativity into your life. You don't owe anyone an explanation for protecting your space. Your future is too important to be weighed down by unnecessary negativity. You deserve to be surrounded by people who see the best in you, who speak life into your ambitions. If you don't have those people, go find them. Put yourself in places where growth happens, because when you surround yourself with positivity, you are constantly reminded that you are capable, you are worthy, you are unstoppable. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It is the architect of your reality, the weapon that forges your destiny, the sacred ground where your future is born. But like any tool, it must be sharpened, strengthened, and conditioned, not just when you feel like it, but daily. You don't build a strong body by going to the gym once in a while. You build it through the sweat and fire of consistent effort, through daily training. Your mind is no different. If you don't train it, if you don't push it past its perceived limits, if you don't stand guard at the gates and control what you feed it, it will become weak, undisciplined, and easily influenced by the storms of negativity. But when you train your mind daily, when you make it your number one priority to strengthen your thoughts, your focus, your resilience, that's when you unlock your true power. That's when you become unshakable. That's when no setback, no failure, no outside noise can break you, because you have built a mind that is stronger than anything life can ever throw your way. Every single day, whether you realize it or not, you are training your mind. The only question is, what are you training it for? Are you training it for discipline or for distraction? For growth or for excuses? For strength or for weakness? Because every choice you make, every thought you allow to take root, every habit you build, it's either making you better or making you weaker. When you wake up, and the very first thing you do is check your phone, filling your mind with a tidal wave of negativity, gossip, and distractions, you are training your mind to be reactive, not proactive. But when you wake up and start your day with intention, with gratitude that fills your soul, with affirmations that declare your power, with reading that expands your universe, with movement that energizes your body, you are training your mind to be focused, disciplined, and utterly unshakable. Training your mind is not about motivation. Motivation is a fleeting spark that fades in the wind. This is about habit. It's about the raw, gritty discipline of conditioning yourself daily to think differently. It means challenging your own thoughts, breaking free from the chains of limiting beliefs, and refusing to let the old patterns of doubt and fear control you any longer. Because if you don't take control of your mind, the world will do it for you. And the world will fill your mind with distractions, with negativity, with 1,000 reasons why you can't, instead of the one powerful reason why you can. That's why you must be intentional. You must protect your mind like your future depends on it. Because it does. What are you feeding your mind? Because whatever you feed it, it will grow. Feed it doubt, and a forest of doubt will grow. Feed it excuses, and excuses will multiply until they choke out your dreams. But feed it belief, feed it knowledge, feed it positivity and the audacious power of possibility, and that's when you start to elevate. That's when you start to think like a winner, act like a leader, and move like someone who is truly unstoppable. And this is not something you do once in a while. This is a daily ritual, because every single day you are either programming yourself for success or for failure. Mental training isn't just about thinking positively, it's about developing a resilience so deep that you can stay focused even when your world is falling apart. The greatest athletes, the greatest leaders, the greatest minds in history didn't get there by accident. They trained daily, conditioning their minds to be relentless, and that is exactly what you must do. At the end of the day, everything starts in the mind. Your success, your growth, your happiness, it all begins with how you think, and you control that. You control what you allow into your mind, you control what you focus on, and you control what thoughts you entertain. So take that power seriously. Train daily, stay disciplined, stay focused, because when you master your mind, you master your life. Ladies and gentlemen, everything we've talked about today comes down to one simple, earth-shattering truth. You are in control. You are in control of your emotions, your mindset, your focus, and your peace. No one can take that from you unless you allow them to. The world will test you. People will try to shake you. But when you train your mind daily, when you surround yourself with positivity, when you learn to let go, when you protect your peace with the ferocity of a lion, when you stay laser-focused on your purpose, then nothing can break you, nothing can stop you, nothing can pull you down, because you have built yourself to rise above it all. Being the bigger person doesn't mean you let people walk over you. It means you refuse to let their negativity poison your spirit. It means you choose the quiet strength of restraint over the loud weakness of reaction. Your energy is too valuable to waste on small things. Your life is too important to be consumed by drama and distractions. Elevate your thinking, elevate your circle, elevate your mindset. Because when you do, the things that used to bother you will no longer have power over you. You will operate on a different frequency, one that is focused, disciplined, and unshakable. Every single day you have a choice to let negativity control you or to rise above it. A choice to let distractions pull you away from your purpose or to stay locked in. A choice to let the words and opinions of others dictate how you feel or to stand firm in the unshakable truth of who you are. When you choose wisely, when you choose peace, strength, focus, and discipline, you set yourself up for greatness. You step into a life where nothing and no one can steal your joy. A life where you move with confidence, with purpose, with undeniable power. So I leave you with this final command. Protect your peace, train your mind, let go of what doesn't serve you, and never let anything or anyone pull you out of character. If this message has touched you today, if you feel that fire inside you, then I need you to do 3 things. First, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning of your transformation. Second, go down to the comments and share one thing you are choosing to let go of today. Let's create a community of strength right here. And third, share this video with one person who needs to hear this, one person who is ready to take back their power. Remember this, you are in control, you are strong, you are unstoppable. Thank you. Stay blessed, and may you continue to rise higher every single day. God bless you.